Yeah, y'all can start with the podcast. Akshay, sir, we are live.
Okay. Yes. Am I visible, Vidya?
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I know it's already 8 o'clock in the night, and we had promised, like we promised, we are already here. So, first of all, namaste, good evening. And I would like to tell just a brief introduction of what this program is going to be. So, see, basically, Ankuram Educational Trust is a trust that is dedicated for educating, and it is, it has people who are working for the sake of education and education system. Now, we understand that education, what we have in mind, needs to uplift a society. So, in order to do that, we can't simply stick on to school. We can't simply stick on to schools and just colleges. So we have to identify what are the societal issues and address it also, for which Ankuram 360 had come together. Ankuram 360 is a NGO, it's a non-governmental organization that has been working for education in the past 2 years right now for education in whole. But right now we are also we have a team of people who are also working on directly into the issues that what the people have, waste management, or if it's environmental issues or anything, any of the um, problems that right now the society is facing, that is being also addressed by this organization. And I'm glad to tell you all that we had come up with a program called ABCD, which is Ankuram Beach Clean Drive, last month, and we had all met. We had cleaned a few beaches, and we realized one thing is that if we have to keep our beaches clean, if we want our environment to be clean, we need to start from a single home. We need to start from a single person. So, in order to make this possible, is where we thought it is very important for us to come out and talk about waste segregation. We have to talk about waste management. We have to talk about recycling. So, in a few days, we will have a series of podcasts which is dedicated for understanding what are the issues that are related to waste management that we can learn, and what changes can we bring as a person, as an individual, to the society and this country. Yeah. So for that, we when we started off this program, as of now, the person who is excitedly, enthusiastically taking all of these forward is Aishwarya. Aishwarya Ji Warrior, if I have to say. She's one of the most exciting, always excited about when it comes to new things, always enthusiastic about how to keep how can we help the society in terms of waste segregation, and what are the different ideas that can come in. A lot of things she has taught me, and she is here to, and we together are planning to just tell what we know about waste segregation. And she's a person who's been doing extensive research on this subject. So, welcome, Aishwarya, to this podcast.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And hello, hi, namaste to everyone.
Aishwarya, can you
Yeah,
switch on your camera also?
sorry.
Yeah, I think your camera is off.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry.
Right. Let the audience see such an enthusiastic soul. Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it, you can see me now?
I doubt.
Actually, it's
No.
on here.
Oh, okay. Okay, then maybe my internet issue. Anyway, we'll
Yeah.
just continue. So, welcome, Aishwarya. And
Yeah, thank you.
first of all, thank you for being such an enthusiastic volunteer of Ankuram 360, and working so extensively for 360's plan, which is ABCD. And maybe I have a few questions which I would like to get answers from you, who has been working on this. One of the main problems that what we found when we had gone for the beach clean drive was that we couldn't actually understand why so much waste has been cuffed up into the seashore, right? So, what exactly do you think had happened, and why? When I still know that when I was standing there when we were cleaning the beach, we saw that a lot of people were just standing and staring at us. I
Mm.
thought at least one person would say, "Okay, come, we will also help you." Normally, we see that in movies. When one person dances, everybody dances. So when
Mm.
one person cleans, we see that others also might clean. But somewhere I noticed that people are least bothered. They came there, they had their time, they went back. So when there was a clean drive happening right then near them, very in front of their eyes, people are not ready to come forward. So I think this podcast is meant to direct all of us to what went wrong or what is going wrong in whole as a person, as a society, as a member of the society. So where can we start? And so probably it should start from the concept what you have put forth. That is how to
Yeah.
segregate. So could you please tell us what exactly do you mean by segregation of waste?
Okay, as the name segregation, I hope what you mean by segregation. It's a common term. It is sorting, like separating things into different parts. So waste segregation is nothing but segregating waste into different parts or a group. We can say in terms MCC says, or the Mangalore, I'm in the base of Mangalore City Corporation, I'm saying, or by the government rule, they say we have to part it into three, that is dry, wet, and reject or sanitary waste. We can again part that into many ways, but this has a three common ways, like dry, wet, and waste. So segregation is nothing but separating or sorting of waste materials.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it that is so important to be done here? Like, why is it so important to segregate this waste?
Yeah. See, first of all, if you mix the waste, think wet and dry waste and everything. Wet waste, most of it is vegetables and all the fruits. It will rotten up, right? And it will get
Mm.
mixed up and stick upon to that other like waste and all, and it will be very difficult for reusing or recycling or. And think about the people who segregate. If we give a mixed up waste, think how many days it may be in the dump and. Like how it get rotten up. It is like something untidy. Like we'll get many of diseases. They will get many of diseases actually,
Mhm.
and yeah, it is very difficult to separate. There will be like tons of waste, right? So it is always good to start from the household. Segregating in the household is very best thing. So
Okay.
first of all, if you do the separation properly, it will be easy for them. It will be like good for us too actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to segregation, how you mentioned that every house
Yeah.
should start doing it. I
Yeah.
also have one question, which normally I think everybody has, is that when we talk about segregation,
Yeah.
one necessary. Okay, you just mentioned about it is why is it necessary? Because there can be when those two come together, then it will take time for it to decompose, or it will take time for it to
Yeah.
process the things.
Yeah. Yeah.
One major question which I had is now you're segregating it into wet waste, dry waste, and the
Reject waste. Yeah.
reject waste. Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
sorry about that. So if we are doing it in such a way, where is the biodegradable and non-biodegradable playing a role? Like I know, the second half of the question is, I
Yeah.
know people who say paper is anyway degradable. They throw it along
Mm.
with it. So what is going wrong while doing that?
What is wrong while doing it? Paper is degradable, and then you're saying, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's. I told you once again, the vegetables and everything will decompose, right? Paper takes more time than that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So,
better to separate and keep it. So like if paper also can go for recycling, right?
mhm.
So whenever these things are mixed up and decomposed things are mixed up, imagine it how difficult it will be. Some food materials and doing it, we have to wash it and this thing. It is like difficult process cleaning up and doing it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So better to separate it or use it. Like we can recycling, we can give it separately, no
Mhm.
mixing up it. That's a general idea actually. That's why
Okay.
we have to keep it separate. They are saying do it as a dry waste. It decompose. It decompose very late. That's the
Okay.
reason. One of the reason.
Okay. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, with that, so that
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
you also need to know that we need to keep even paper separately. So maybe
Yeah.
can you brief us a little bit about what exactly are wet waste, what exactly are dry waste, what is a reject
Yeah.
waste? Can you just detail all these things for us?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is from Mangaluru City Corporation, okay, MCC's poster, like how
Okay.
to segregate like waste. So they are given
Mhm.
all this thing, like dry waste, wet waste, and reject waste. We have to make it in a three box, like three separate this thing. So
Okay.
for that too, like dry waste, we can do it in other way too. So this, wait, can there is next, right? Yeah, yeah, you
Okay.
can. Okay, this is the next side. This is from Bengaluru. Okay, so
Okay.
here they had shown organic waste, that is wet waste, dry waste, and reject waste. Clearly, they had mentioned what all goes into that. So organic waste
Okay.
is everything like the kitchen waste, whatever the fruits, vegetables, all the non-veg items,
Mhm.
even some of
Okay.
the garden things that is twigs and like puja garlands and everything. That were a
Okay.
little of that. Okay, in the organic
Okay.
waste and dry waste, what they suggest is use reusable or recyclable bag
So, can I
or
interrupt?
yeah,
Sorry. Yeah, can I interrupt you there?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
under which of the categories will, like, once that organic waste is coming in,
Hmm.
is can it include? See, when we talk
Yeah.
about twigs, leaves, branches, can we include that under wet waste itself,
Which one?
or that needs to be packed? Like when we
The
say
dry
we
waste you are saying, right?
No, I'm talking about the organic waste. In under organic
Yeah.
waste, you
Yeah.
have kitchen waste as wet waste coming in. So when we are giving it to when we're giving it to the people who carry it away, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
for them, the leaves that has fallen down, maybe only little bit of
Yeah.
we can
Little
put
amount
it.
of it. Yeah.
But if it does not come under organic waste, we will have to give it separately to the MCC, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So what
So
about dry waste? What are the things that come under dry waste?
okay, dry waste, like yeah, you can see that plastics, all the cans and everything, and other like
Yeah.
the coconut shell, so batteries too. Yeah, that comes under dry waste.
Mm,
You can just instead of
okay.
wait a minute, instead of just putting in the bag, they had told a recyclable bag. So no need of that thing too. You can use. I'm showing a just demo. Okay, this is like shoe box, right? Whatever the cardboard boxes
Okay.
you have, so you can put up that, like put the dust, like whatever the thing, materials or waste, you can put in that because it's dry, not wet, right? And
Okay.
so that's a
Okay.
better way. Dump it in this. And one more thing is that tube lights or the bulb or anything like that should be given separately.
Mhm.
Okay, separately to the
Okay.
garbage collectors, not together with that. Not together with that, should be given
Okay.
separately to their
So,
hand. Yeah.
so all these will come, whatever electronic gadgets are there, like charger or
Yeah.
wires, all these needs to be packed separately.
Yes, 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 yes. That should be given separately. And all
Okay.
those
So we will have.
bottles and everything, we can put it together and give. Or else all the papers and everything, if we can tie up all the papers or everything, we tie up and give them like that.
So we have
Or
to
else what?
basically. Okay.
Hello?
So
Yeah.
exactly, papers needs to be there. So papers needs to be separate. Metal
Yeah.
needs to be separate. Glass needs to be separate.
Hmm.
And okay, now my question
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
what about electronic waste which has, like, let's say you have a
Hmm.
plastic, like an emergency lamp that is there, which
Hmm.
has a plastic coating to it. We can't
Hmm.
break it open and give it to people. No, I mean, no, normally people don't have time to do that. So should we give it all together as a waste itself, or how do we go about that?
We should give it like all together. I told you like we should give to their hand. So sorry.
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
We have to.
that is separately to their hand because it's all. It's they will keep it separately. Those three things and all. These bottles and
Okay,
papers and everything all together it will go. This I told you the electronic
okay.
gadgets and all those things we should give to the other's hand itself. Saying these things are the
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
What about reject waste then?
Reject waste, it's nothing but sanitary waste and everything. So here, water, sanitary pads or diapers, everything comes. So that will be dumped in one of the separate box, and that we should all the sanitary things, all pads and whatever. Sorry, diapers and everything should be covered up in the paper, like covered up in the paper, and we should dump
Oh,
it
okay.
actually. And I don't know, this is suggested by my family members. What do they say is like
Okay.
mark it with some red ink or
So,
something like that. If it is suppose like by mistake, if it gets mixed up, the one who segregates they can understand that is those sanitary pads or diapers or something like that. That way they can be
okay,
careful using
okay.
that. And one
Mhm.
more is of rejected waste or sanitary waste, all the syringes, blades, or like that, which is sharp one,
Yeah,
should
yeah,
be given separately once
yeah.
again. Should be like covered up with
Okay,
paper, wherever you can use it, and should be given separately. Them say
okay.
that those are sharp items. And one more in that
Oh,
reject waste, what comes is all this construction debris and everything. So that there
oh,
too, there is one condition there. If it is there
okay.
is more amount, they will take extra charge for that. So that
Oh,
comes in
okay.
all reject waste.
Reject waste. So
Yeah.
basically, it is reject waste because they can't use it again.
Yeah, most of things are not. We can't use it again.
Correct, 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 correct.
Yeah.
So these are about the waste that is, for that information.
Yeah.
Because even I personally did not know that so many things
Yeah.
need to be
Yeah.
separated out.
Actually, it
So
is
thank you
not.
about that.
And one more thing,
Also,
it's not a difficult task. Like we should separate
hmm,
a lot. Actually, I told you we should make a 3 bags, or we can use household things or old buckets or anything. If we have a box or something, or tie up a paper, use like that, and just write it is dry waste, wet waste, and everything. And if you have a confusion, take a printout or write about these things and make up, like we can make it like that. Yeah, we can do it like that. And all these
yeah, yeah.
papers and waters, I told only those that bulb and electronic gadgets should be given separately. That anyway we used to keep separately,
Okay.
right? Not we won't directly dump like that. Right? Everyone, I don't think so. I
Correct,
won't dump
correct,
like that.
correct.
So we can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe is there some place where we can
Yeah, one more
data of
thing,
what?
sir. Yeah, sorry for
Yeah.
interruption. In the reject waste, all use mask also goes because now it's
We
COVID
I am
time.
not able to hear you,
Yeah.
Aishwarya.
Hello, 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 Akshay sir.
Hello. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Please tell
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. In the
yeah, yeah.
reject
Audible,
waste,
audible.
yeah, in the reject waste, all the use mask also goes there. All the about these things, all the
Oh,
gloves
okay.
and everything
COVID
goes there.
awareness.
It should be reminded because it's COVID
Okay.
time. Okay.
Yeah, true, true, true. Also, thank you for that. This
Yeah.
information was much needed. But is there a place where, if at all the viewers, if they don't have, the problem is now the people don't know what exactly, now you told them. But is there a way where they can go and collect it? Or is there a website in which they can go and check what are the things that come under organic waste or dry waste or reject waste?
Yes, of course
Is there
they
a
can go.
website?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Now they're saying in a municipality they have their own Facebook page, YouTube page, and all their website. If you go there, you'll get all those things. Whatever I got is whatever the information I got is from those Facebook page
Oh,
and
okay.
website of like MCC. I'm like more looking into Bangalore City Corporation. Again, if
Okay.
they go to their municipality like Bangalore City Corporation, something like that, they can get all the information from there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I think we will put up the link description also. So if anybody wants to take it, you can take it from there. And if you don't
Yeah.
want, please do work with all of us. So one of the things which has been coming across in my mind is that even though we have been asking people to segregate waste, I know personally of people who have said it's a humongous task. We don't want to do it. I don't know whether it is or a responsibility because I've seen a lot of people who have said, why are they behaving like that? Or what do you think is a solution for this?
Um, yeah. Can you repeat that? It was voice was breaking in between actually. Yeah. Like you are asking for the
Oh, okay,
solution,
okay, yeah,
right?
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just asking, what is the
Yeah.
stigma with people to segregate waste? I mean, not many people are segregating waste even after the MCC saying it, even
Yeah.
after,
Hmm.
being strict rules saying that you will be fined. All of these is being happening, but still we
Hmm.
see that people are a little less bothered
Hmm.
about keeping the
Yeah.
environment clean. Like,
Yeah.
I personally have seen a lot of people doing that. What do you think is running in their mind, or what do you think is the actual issue there? What we have to be
Yeah.
addressing there?
Yeah, if I say most who are educated, they might be ignorance, lazy, and they feel that what will happen, like if we do that anyway, those people will segregate. Those mindset, they will think like that most of the
Yeah.
time, and some people, what happens is like. There is not much of publicity actually. See, whatever this MCC thing and all,
Okay.
and there was recent workshop on like segregation and everything. Most of people didn't knew about that. Even myself, I didn't knew about that. Recently, it was there. There was an education section. It was, I told you, in the website, in Facebook's section, it was given all this advertisement and everything. Most of people didn't knew about that. So that one is there,
Okay.
more like publicity, and even
Mm.
publicity to at the beginning, like when the mission starts, whatever the Swachh Bharat, this thing at the beginning, when the name starts, everyone will come out and start it, and after few
Yeah.
months they will stop it. And that's why we need a, like, we should always bring up those things, bring up those like words and everything. Most of one who are ward members, one who are like NGOs like us, we should always remind them actually. And one
Yeah.
more thing is that one who can't understand the language and all, we should like anyway, like municipality is like advertising in different languages. Still, we have to go and speak to them and to speak to them. Have a community meeting. There are many of or say sanghas, right? Like Sri Shakti or something like that and all. So one who are like ladies, I think mostly ladies. If we have a meeting with them, I think there will be
Mm.
most of changes. They will be like going on there in the community. We have to have a talk with them, like have a meeting on everything. Have like then encourage them, do with them, and show exactly how is it done. And
Yeah. Yeah.
and one more thing is that visit. Like whether it is done or not, visit at least like monthly, twice or something. The responsible people who are like
Mm-hmm.
who's working in the corporation and everything, they have to come and check. There one more, like, can I continue, like that
Yeah.
suggestion, one more suggestion I have is like, ASHA workers, NPW workers and all, right? And who is in government sector, they
Yeah.
go for field work, so
Okay.
these guys
Okay.
most of the day go for field work, or at least weekly or something like that. They go home by
Mhm.
home. So whenever they go, they can check into it. They can say, like, they can advise them. You do it like that. These are the benefits if you do it like that. So that is one of a suggestion I have. So they can do it. They
Okay.
can check it. So that way it will be like reminding them, and
True. True.
yeah, they
True.
may follow it too.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, another question when you were just
Yeah,
mentioning about that,
yeah.
what are the harms that are happening by not segregating a waste?
Okay, see, this all goes into a landfill, and after this methanization, if you know that, it affects our global warming and like everything, and
Mhm.
like greenhouse gases, everything. So again, pollution. Main word is pollution. So water
Okay.
pollution, whatever it is, air pollution, everything. This all is like
Mhm.
taking place. You know, in most of urban cities, this is the main problem. One or other way, people has allergy problems because of this reason. So this is one of
Mhm. Yeah.
like one point. Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
main point, pollution and everything. And
Mhm.
yeah, and one more is that if you say hazard, yeah, if they like somewhere, if they
Yeah.
like
So
if they have more, they do combustion and everything else. Again, the gas is going out. That's
yeah.
again greenhouse gas effectively. So that's the main point.
True. True.
Hmm.
Yeah, so also, like, maybe if I can also add in, very
Yeah.
recently I was reading a report where, they were mentioning of how much of, the household waste is, getting, is reaching the sea. And if you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of, people are blaming the industries for it. The industries are being irresponsible and putting all the waste into the sea or the ocean, right? So, but what we
Even
realize
one,
after,
can I add one more, sir? Sorry for interrupting.
yes, yes,
Even those drainage
absolutely.
system, whatever the water system is there, right? Canal thing, they too
Mhm.
most of
Yeah,
are like dumped. They are like, I don't know why they are doing it. Like municipality is coming and taking the waste, but still some
mhm.
people throw it there. And one more is that
Correct.
when it comes to non-veg or any raw meat or anything, they just throw it like that. Again, we have the those
Yeah,
street dogs or anything animals. They may be fighting, they may be attacking. You might heard about the news that street dogs attacking human beings. Maybe that's one of the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
too. Because when there are waste, there will be like so many of like dogs or anything, the street dogs like something like that.
Correct, correct,
There will
correct,
be
correct.
fights, they will scavenging things, something is going on. So this is
Yeah.
also one of the effect. So this all can be
Mm.
reduced if we do it properly.
True, true,
Yeah.
true. And I think one of the issues what we also have, like we have all heard about how there is a plastic island that is being formed right now.
Yeah.
They're saying that it's going to be as big as Australia. So that's huge. There's a plastic island that is going to be formed because of all the debris that we are throwing out, not the industries, but households are throwing it into the environment, right? So I think we need to start right from here, right from the beginning. But usually I think what from my opinion, what I feel is that a lot of people still feel that it is something that will happen after 50 years or 100 years, or it is not a big issue for us, it will not affect us, it will not affect our children or our families. This idea of that somebody will take care of it, or it does not affect us directly, is what is leading people to be careless in a way. I
Yeah.
think that would be right.
Yeah. That one more when you spoke about that something I don't remember that person's name. Is very famous. Is a lawyer who's working in Mumbai's beach.
Mhm.
I think I think by so these many years most of beaches are clean now because of that person. So they there he started it
Okay,
alone,
okay.
and I don't remember his name. Sorry. Like many people came together and did it. So like these kind of people, we
Yeah,
should we should we should inform or we all people should know what these kind of people will do. From there we have to get inspiration, and I think if one people start it and at least two or three people will join. So same way again,
yeah,
like other people again continue. We should do continuously, like maybe a weekly, Saturday
correct.
or Sunday. Not only the household, the surroundings. I told you the community thing. Bring up the people, do
True.
it at least at the morning or evening or something like that. Clean your surroundings
Yeah.
and everything. So if it is done
Mhm.
like that way, I think we can do it like lot more faster.
True, and
No, it won't take the time.
rather than considering it to be a duty or a responsibility, I think
Yeah.
we need to take it forward like how it is our daily work. You can't
Yeah.
say that working for my home is a duty for me. That you can't say.
Yeah.
Because you're living in that home. Where
Yeah.
you live, you keep that place untidy. But there are a few questions which also that just came up. Is there any
Yeah.
alternative? Is there any alternative that which we can, as an individual, anything that we can do for an alternative, as an alternative. Let's say
Yeah.
if I heard about a lot of people trying to have composting and all of it. Is it affordable or is it actually practical to do such things at home?
Yes, it is affordable. We have subsidy for that too, composting and whatever the alternatives I have. Wait a minute.
Okay, there are subs
Okay,
for that too.
sorry. Yeah, yeah. The composting or the main wet waste, it is biogas plant and composting or doing manure is the one thing. So there is a like
Okay.
government help, and I told you there is training for that too. If you go to websites,
Oh wow.
there will be training also for that. If you contact them. So let me
Mm.
say for Karnataka. If
Mm.
you want to contact any of it is Director RI and ex officio Deputy Secretary Rural Development Agency. So this
Okay.
is the person we have to contact, and this
Okay.
the contact number and everything of them will be getting in Ministry of New Renewable Energy, I think, New and Renewable Energy. So under that website, if you go, there is urban and technology, something like that. There is biogas, something topic. You can select it.
Okay.
Everything about biogas, everything about manure, composting, it is written so clearly. And
Okay.
whatever the subsidy you will get for, like I told you, like for biogas plant and everything, you can see that, right? For both
Yeah.
also, there is subsidy, like it is like 5,500 to 9,000 depending upon the sizes.
Okay.
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 Okay, so it's like that. So they will help you. They will help you to fix it. They will teach you like how it is done and all.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
in fact, including my flat right now, what we're doing is we're just segregating the waste and giving it as biogas. But is it practical to put it in a flat, like where nearly 100 people or 200 people live? Is it practical to put a biogas plant
yeah,
in
yeah.
flats? Yeah.
Yeah. One thing is that for an individual person, for an individual apartment, that portable biogas plant you are seeing, right? They can use that.
Oh,
We
okay.
can use that.
That's
Yeah, that's a portable one. They can use. That's a mini
keep that
one
at home.
actually. Sorry.
You can keep that at home.
Yeah, you can keep that at home. You can see that it is connected to a small cylinder. At least you can boil a water in that. At least you can do that. You can actually
Yeah.
reduce so much of consumption of gas. And many people have this like common this thing that it will smell or something like that. No, no, nothing like that. If it is smelling, it may be
Okay.
having some damage or something like that. Otherwise, no. It is very good. You can use the
Oh,
slurry if you are interested in gardening and anything in the balcony and everything. You can use that slurry, and
okay.
it is very useful. So most of the wet waste will go there. Only you will be having to
Okay.
give dry waste. And
So,
one more thing,
so
yeah. One
yeah.
more thing is
So,
that for a whole flat or apartment, what I suggest is they can have one biogas plant, maybe the size of the other one. There is
yeah.
bigger one of that. Okay, this is for the most of one who has land or agriculture or something like that. They can use this.
Mhm.
So. We can one apartment or one flat can use this. So anyway, flat or that area will be having a small garden, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, and the compound area they have like small street lights or something like that too.
True.
So they can use the energy whatever produced from there for that street light, and whatever the even there too you can at least for a security guard or maybe or something some other person, like they can use as those gas produced also. What I suggest is each flat if they have it, so many of wet waste
Yeah.
is like reduced there only. There only we can reduce it. Even in the case of composting too,
Mhm.
I can see the this thing, right. Mostly aerobic composting is used. Those are like the 3 layer one aerobic composting. We can keep it in
Okay.
our balcony only. These two,
Okay.
like we'll get all those products and everything from, like, this is called Kamba. Okay.
Okay.
This thing, composting thing, you can buy it from there. All those bacteria or whatever for decomposing what you need, you get in the website if
Okay.
you go, or you can see the videos. They are like I told you. Whatever the Ministry of MNRE, they have this subsidy thing. There only you will get all the ideas of this too. And if you go to, you can see
Okay.
a lady doing that. That is Vani Muthi ma'am. She's like a queen of
Okay.
composting. Okay, there is a
Okay.
YouTube channel of hers too. You can check it. She will be
Okay.
detailing everything. We don't need of that kamba also. You can use any
Okay.
plastic big water, the bucket and everything. You can do composting. Any
Okay. Wow.
tutorial videos on that too. You can do it, and it is like even that too doesn't smell. Even I had a thought like when decompose there will be like odor will be there. So no, nothing like
Yeah.
that. If you do it in a proper way, nothing, no smell like that. Okay, so you'll get a
So that
compost
means
there too.
even in composting, like that aerobic composting also, we can
Yeah.
do it without any smell in the house. Is it possible? Like, if we are talking about meat, we are talking about fish waste, we are talking about a lot
Yeah,
of
you can put
things.
any waste. You can put that. You can put that
Okay.
in
Okay.
that. Yeah.
But what
And
about what is it going to overflow? Like, is it going to overflow or so?
no, we should take it whenever, like there is, it may take 2 or 3 months or something. Whenever the composting is done, We should take this composition. We should check and take it and use it for the next one. Not like dumping going on like for 1 year. There is an interval for that, right? So yeah, even in the biogas this thing too. When that you can see that it upper dome, right? That's a dome. When that methane or the gas, whatever filled, it will be like floating up. It's moving. Whatever the green thing. Okay, I don't know much about the blue thing. Green thing, I have it in my home too. So I know it. So it will be like floating, and that means I understand it's filled up with the gas. You can use it. And even the slurry too, I think you will get it most of the days. You can use the slurry for like agriculture purpose. And what from my dad's experience and everything, they say that the growth is very well. Whatever the growth, it is very good.
Excited about gardening or look into composting, huh?
Yeah, and one more thing too, people will think about the mosquito problem and everything because sides for the larger one there is like we should fill up the water at the sides. So what for that you can just pour Dettol every day and everything. So there won't be anything. That too, when the water comes, is like whenever it is filled up more, we can understand if it is totally filled up. So just open the tap from like there and use. You can see the bucket, right? Like use the slurry. Take up the slurry. Everything will be reduced, and Dettol and all if you use, those mosquito problems will be also reduced. You should check it every day. You should do that. Yeah. Yeah.
I think somewhere we need to we need to understand that we Indians definitely are lazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, we can't blame everyone. Even me too. Sometimes I feel okay. No need. I just sit on front of a laptop and see some movies. Like that, just sleep or something like this. But we should work a little. Like take a responsibility. It's like just look it into as it's like having food or something like that. Like it is that important. Take it like that and do it. It takes only a little minute.
Having food too. I mean, I think need to take it into consideration. Like how important is it? How important food is for us? That important. We need to know how to manage our waste. So I think that is something really important. Probably I can, since I'm a also a biology teacher, I can also say that if Gregor Mendel could be the father of genetics in his free time, then we can at least be a person who does proper waste management in our house, right? So, so thank you, Aishwarya, for all this. Is there something that you would like to tell to the audience today?
Yeah, I think I have to add some of points too, which is left out. That is important too. One more thing is that the MCC is this thing. People sometimes don't know about this too. MCC I would announce that too, like wet waste. If like leaving Friday every day it will come. Reject waste every day you can give, and dry waste only comes on like it is written on Friday. Okay, that comes in a yellow vehicle as I seen in the video. Like I have to mention that too. If you know PIB, there's a YouTube channel of that. They are showing a whole video of the like how the process takes place, how MCC segregation takes place from the beginning to the end, like till the MRF, something called as MRF facility. That is material recovery facility, okay, or reuse facility where the segregation takes place. So, and one more thing about the segregation too. Why MCC or our government is emphasizing on this is like we have one rule, that is solid waste management. 2016 it was came into initiative, that is like under the National Green Tribunal. Okay, so according to the rule only, these all things are going. All this whatever the municipal's like waste management thing is going according to that rule only. So according to that rule, household must segregate. So people must segregate.
Is there a fine if they
Yes, there is a fine for that. It is from house to household and vendors, like street vendors and all. It is 1,500 to 25,000. the fine, how the
Oh my
amount is
God.
there like that. So remember, recently there was
Okay.
a news that in MCCs this only that this will be very effective. From the beginning only it was there, but government was lenient, I think so. And even for the
Yeah.
plastic too, it is less than
Yeah.
50 micron. Cannot use it. If someone use it again 1,500 to 25,000. This is for the street vendors and household people. Okay, for the business and
Okay.
one who use waters and all, they have it is starting from 15,000. They have it from 15,000. So better like to 25,000. They
Okay.
may go up to lakhs too, depending upon how we are damaging. So yeah, we should consider that. And one more thing is that
True.
in recent news it was there for MCC once again I'm saying because I'm more emphasizing there because from that area. So MCC they are starting up a different
Mhm.
like a different cell, a separate cell for waste management. So I think there that would be very effective too.
Okay.
So again, they like most of health
True.
inspectors or any workers will be coming and checking. So be careful. You have to pay
Okay.
fine, or maybe you'll get some other this thing too, judicial some this thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think somewhere, like how you said, how as important as eating food or as important as doing anything else, it is very important to keep our not clean but the society clean, so that
yeah,
if everybody does it, then the workload on what is there on few people who are doing all the work right now will reduce a lot. So I think yes, thank you, Aishwarya,
yeah, yeah.
for
And one more thing, can I add just one more thing? Yeah, this thing I think this is useful for everyone. If you do composting, from the tax, whatever the waste, this thing is going right. They from our tax, like money is going. Whatever the income tax
yeah,
money is
yeah.
going, so that will be like we can claim it if you are doing composting and biogas this thing in your apartment and everything. One of health inspectors
Oh
or
wow.
any of government will come, you can reduce that money. You can I think you can no need of paying, or I think maybe half of it or something like that. About 60% or something will be you can claim it, something like that. There's a rule like that too, so there's a
So
benefit too.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone knew about this.
No one knew
If they're
about it.
going,
No one knew about it. Actually, if we have to inform that we are doing these things. They will come and check,
yeah.
and you can take your claim, and you can have your money a little bit at least.
No, I mean that's good. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
if the government is doing such a huge thing, then I
yeah,
think somewhere we need to start. It's a win-win situation for both of us. I think
yeah,
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
need to start educating ourselves in this direction.
Mm.
Also, if I would just like to tell it to the viewers that since it's already high time. It's not that this issue is going to come. The waste management issue is going to come up after 100 years or 200 years. No, we are already facing a lot of issues that is directly coming into our life. Like let's say over flooding or dams that are over flooding, or you can talk about how landslides are increasing. All of these are directly because of each person who is sitting and watching this and the people who are not.
Yeah.
Every one of us need to understand that we are the ones who are responsible for all the calamities that are happening right now. So I hope everybody who's watching this at least will be educated enough to tell it, to spread the message to everyone out there. And if at all you have any queries, you can always reach out to our trust. We are there. We will, if you need to, install or if you want to know more about this installation, you can always contact us. I think Aishwarya and the team is always going to be ready for it to see that it is going to work for it. And thank you, Aishwarya, for this time and
Yeah.
the dedication that you're showing towards waste management and educating
Yeah.
people around about it, including me. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So, and also, I just want to remind you that it's not a duty, it's not something that you're sacrificing for the nation or the country or your place or your family, nothing. It's you are born with it. If you like how, if I have to quote Aishwarya, we have to consider waste management as important as eating our food. So, Please see to it that you do it. And all the links which we have described today, like all the links which we are talking about, we will be putting it down in the descriptions. About the MCC, about the people who are working, what the societies that are working. All the links are given under our YouTube video. You can go and check it out. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Aishwarya. And in fact, not just Aishwarya, the whole team of Ankuram 360 who has been working for this. I wholeheartedly thank all of you. I also thank our coordinator, Miss Vidya, who's been organizing a lot of things, including waste management. I want to thank all the members, each and every member of Ankuram 360, as well as the team ABCD, who's been doing immense work. And we are a group of people who are trying to bring the change with education, not just go and clean a beach for once in a while and then do it, but we are also taking it into every household. So please do support us, do subscribe to our channel, and hit a like if possible. And I will all see you for the next podcast. So bye from Akshay, signing out now. Yes, bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye. Thank you all. Thank you all, actually.
Yeah, happy Navaratri to all of you. Happy Navaratri.
Yeah, even Navaratri to begin with good work, all those segregation and recycling and everything. Start new. Like you have so many DIY also using plastic and everything. Do these all things for Navaratri.
Yeah, very true.
Decorate your house.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aishwarya. And thank you, everyone. So happy Navaratri again. Please bring some changes in your house so that someday we can find a huge change in the country. Yes. Bye bye. Good night. I'll see you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Ankuram. Bye.